Hi everybody, today we're going to have a look at the California 680. So this is our first 680 that we've actually had on site. Been waiting for this vehicle for quite a while, quite excited about it. Obviously you've seen probably some videos I've done before with the 680, but when we've been at shows and things like that, so we've not really been able to get our teeth into it and actually show you the differences between the 600. So it's really good to have it on site. It's also our first two-tone version, so we've gone for the blue and the white combination. So in today's video we're going to show you around the vehicle, show what some of the extras which we've got on this particular one over the standard features, and let's get into it. So if we start at the front of the vehicle, one thing we've ordered on this vehicle is the chrome package. So the chrome pack gives you the chrome on the front grille. So we've got these here, where normally, we'll show you a little picture elsewhere of how they normally come to, but that's one of the additions that's on here. And we've also gone for the LED lights on this particular version as well. You'll notice on the 680 as well, obviously we haven't got the same roof line as we do on the 600 version, because there's no option to have the camp bed upstairs or anything like that, so you've got the standard high roof version that's on here as well. So moving down the side of the vehicle, it should look all quite familiar to you. So we've got our gas port that's here, our window, the toilet access which comes in from the side here. Check out, we'll be doing a video very shortly. We're going to look at the bathroom facilities in the California Grand, because that's one of the things we haven't covered yet. And then obviously moving along to the side as well is then we've got our socket in the back. You've got your window in the rear here that comes in. There is an option to have on the California Grand on the 680 version as well, to have an additional window, and this is where this additional window would be if you'd ordered it like that. We didn't order that on this particular vehicle. Two other things from the side of the vehicle, because it's quite easy to see there. Obviously colour wise, so we've gone for the dark bottom blue and the white top as well. We've just had customers' vehicles just turned up as well, and that's in Indian grey all over, which is really nice as well. There isn't really any particular bad colour. We are going to do a video very shortly as well, because now we've got a few vehicles on site to show you some of the different colours. So in the 600 version now, we've got Indian grey, silver and white on site. So we're going to do some videos on those as well to show you the different colours. Always interested to know what your thoughts are on the colours as well on the vehicles. The rear of the vehicle is going to look just the same as it always does on these. It's no different from on here. So the thing that you will notice though is obviously you've got that extra space that's in the back here. So the bed in the back is a lot bigger than it would be on the 600 version. Probably a bit easier to see when we actually get in the cab as well. But from here, obviously longer access. It does mean you've got more cupboards. The rear configuration that's in the vehicle on this section here is the same as the 600 version. So you'll notice the divider to stop things sliding through, the panel which allows for the cabling etc to go from one side of the vehicle to the other. So your cupboard on this side, and then you've got your two cupboards on the other side from in there, with your electrical things in the cupboard that's on there as well, and then your shower attachment on here and your plug sockets as normal. So from the back side from on here, it looks very similar to the 600, and in proportion things are where they are that's there. It's more when you actually get into the cab side of it, we can have a look at where the differences are and where that extra space has actually been used. Onto the passenger side of the vehicle, we've got a water which goes in on here on the side from here. You'll notice that we've got the silver awning. That just matches with the white of the vehicle. We've also gone for the step illumination, which is the strip just near to the awning side that's on there as well. The view from here will look very familiar to you all. It's the view we've seen a lot, and it's no different. This side door is exactly the same on the 600 and the 680 version. You've still got all your screens, for example, that come out from on here, as you'd expect them to be. All your lighting etc is all the same. Your cabinet's the same, your fridge and things are all in the same places. So we will be doing a video shortly as well on how the fridge works and the freezer section that's on the vehicle. So coming in, so from here forward, the 600 and 680 are very similar, even if with the space above the cab. You notice the design of that is very similar to the video. If you've just seen the video we released on the 600s that we've just arrived with us that don't have the cab bed upstairs, very similar kind of setup that's in here. Obviously it's a bit lower, you haven't quite got the ssame amount of storage that's up there, but you've got your swivel seats, no different from there. Your table can come into this section here as before. And you've got your two passenger seats that's here with your window at the side. Cooker and hob, so these again the same thing here. So we've got your two burner hob and your sink which come in. This one here, same drawer system, So we've got the drawer system, so we've put all the books and things for the vehicle at the moment that's in there. And then from here is where we start to see some differences now. So because obviously this is a lot longer than what it was previously. On the other version it comes to here, so you've got a little bit extra space, but what that space gives you is obviously a little bit more flexibility as far as drawer is concerned. So you've got a drawer there, and then you've got these two huge drawers here. You'll also notice as well is that I can move slightly further back as well, because the bed section on here at the back, with it being longer, has a bit of a cutout that's here, so it does feel like you've got a lot more space in the vehicle. So as we move from this way backwards, obviously this is all your sleeping area that's here. There is a slight difference to the cupboard here. So this is where your wardrobe would be in the 600. It still is a wardrobe space, still is wardrobe space that's there as well, but it's actually got a door on it, so you can actually close that. And you've also got the same at the bottom. It's got more storage space again. And then below me again here, we've also got another two boxes of storage. So you've got storage under here and on the other side. And then you've got the normal storage you've got, which is your head-up storage units all the way along and all the way along the side. Got a bit of space that's in there as well. There's plenty of space that's in these. Okay. We have had this vehicle fitted with the ambient lighting, which we've got on now for you to show from on there. Bathroom toilet facilities is exactly the same as the 600. There's no difference between the two models. They are just the same that's there. You may notice when we look around the outside of the vehicle, this vehicle hasn't got the pop-out sides at the back of the vehicle, so it's straight all the way down the side. And the reason for that is because you won't need to actually sleep in it across the vehicle, which you do with the 600. With the 680 version, you're lying straight down on here, so you'd lie from front to back, back to front, whichever way you want to. In case anyone was wondering where the table is, you do still get a table with the 680, but it's in its storage position at the moment, so it's just on the back. So one of the key differences between the 600 and the 680 as well is the weight class of the vehicle. So all the 600s we've had so far have all been 3.5 ton vehicles, which pretty much means anybody can drive that vehicle. It's not a problem at all. But when you move up to the 680, so this is a 3.88 ton vehicle, and it takes you over that into the next banding up, you do need this particular classification on your licence. A lot of that will depend on when you actually took your driving test originally. So for example, with my driving test, I took mine a long time ago. Showing my age now, but I'm allowed to drive this vehicle. It was part of the license when I took my test. If you're doing your test today, with a lot of people, they will have to. You'll actually have to do a separate test to actually be able to drive this particular vehicle. I know, for example, with us here in the showroom, there's actually about 4 people that were in the dealership who can actually drive this vehicle. There's not that many of us here that actually have it on their license. So we will be doing a video at some point, and we'll actually look at the license classifications of these two vehicles. It is something that has been discussed before now, but we think we'll probably do a separate video on that at some point, and we'll actually give you a bit more information about what you need to do to actually take that test, who can take the test with it, and what the benefits of that are. Hope you enjoyed today's video, our first look at the 680. Again, there'll be a few more videos coming at things that we can look at on this particular model, and there's still things that we're waiting for to come in as well on vehicles. Obviously there's things like, for example, the satellite dish on the top, the air conditioning units. So once we get vehicles with those on, we can do videos on those as well and show you how they all work as well. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. If you don't subscribe, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time.